Hey everyone, Palantir has been winning some major contracts lately and the stock price has been soaring as a response. Of course, it's one of the hotter artificial intelligence stocks in the market today, and of course that's helping its valuation as well. So in this video, I'll update my stock price prediction for Palantir stock by the end of 2024. I'll share with you the factors I'm going to use to make my estimate, and I'll share with you what I think could happen in terms of several different scenarios, and then highlight my base case scenario or the valuation I think is most likely by the end of 2024. So let's take a look. So one of the factors I'm going to be using to make my price prediction for 2024 is the earnings per share expectations. Now I'm going to be using the forward price to earnings valuation metric. So I need the earnings per share expectations for next year, and that is 2025. Now, according to Wall Street analysts that are following Palantir stock, they think its earnings per share will come in at 39 cents next year in 2025. You can see there's not been very much volatility in its stock, in its earnings per share expectations, although it is down slightly from 40 cents 90 days ago, but it's up by a penny from 60 days ago. But little volatility in the earnings per share expectations, which I find to be surprising because Palantir is one of the more volatile stocks in the market. It fluctuates up and down significantly, but that fluctuation doesn't connect with the changing earnings per share expectations. Those price fluctuations are based on news items that come out and interest in Palantir stock and overall market sentiment, and the earnings per share hasn't really fluctuated all that much. So it's one of the more interesting stocks with valuation changing frequently. And if you've been following my channel, you'll notice I've upgraded and downgraded Palantir stock from a buy to a hold to a borderline several times because of that volatile stock price disconnecting from the earnings per share. So when the stock price moves higher without a subsequent increase in earnings per share, it makes the stock more expensive on valuation terms. And so I've been changing my recommendation for Palantir stock multiple times since I began covering the stock several years ago. Now, another thing I'm going to need to make my stock price prediction is the forward PE ratio. Currently, Palantir's forward PE ratio is at 65.26, and it's been improving. It's been increasing over the last year, I would say. If I give you a shorter time frame, you can see the forward PE of 65 is on the higher end of this valuation metric going back to July of 2023. I also need the current stock price. Palantir is currently trading at a price of $25.82 as of this recording. So, hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment to thank the sponsor of this video. Moomoo is a trading platform that allows individuals to buy and sell stocks and other investments. I posted the link to Moomoo in the description below. If you use that link to sign up to Moomoo, it'll help support my channel, but more importantly, you can get special incentives for using my link, including up to extra 10 free stocks. Now that we have our inputs for our valuation model, let's go ahead and make our stock price prediction. So if earnings per share stays on pace for 39 cents by 2025 and the forward PE ratio stays at 65.26, then the stock price could end the year at $25.45, which would be right about where it's trading at today at $25.82. So for the stock price to increase, either the earnings per share for 2025 have to increase or the forward PE multiple has to increase. And if the forward PE multiple increases to 75, then the stock price could rise to $29.25. However, the forward PE multiple could decrease, and if it does decrease to 50, the stock price could fall to $19.50. And if the forward PE were to fall to 45, the stock price could fall to $17.55. This forward PE of 45, I've been noticing, has been a rough bottom for Palantir's stock valuation going back a couple of years now. ever since I've been following Palantir stock. It hasn't been a publicly traded stock for that many years, but I've been following it ever since it's been public. It rarely falls below a forward PE of 45. It seems as though market participants, when they see Palantir stock trading at a forward PE of 45, they see that as a bargain valuation and they jump in to buy the stock. And we can observe that here. If you look at over the last year, Palantir's forward PE ratio, you can see it's fluctuated between a little above 40 and a little above 65. You can see it's traded in this range for the last year. Every time it's been hitting this low of around 45, it jumps right back up. And these are the moments where I've upgraded Palantir stock to a buy or a borderline buy, is when that forward PE approaches those low to mid 40s, is when I've felt like Palantir stock is also a good value. And sure enough, several times it's been hitting these bottoms and then bouncing back quickly off of those lows. An interesting observation, to be sure. Where do I think is the most likely scenario here? Well, I think somewhere in between the forward PE of 65 to 75 is a reasonable expectation for Palantir stock by the end of 2024. And if I was to pick a range for the stock price, I would say between $27 per share and $29 per share. That is not very much upside from the current stock price of around $26 per share, a little bit more than 10% upside here for Palantir stock. And it's because the valuation is already stretched, trading at a forward price to earnings of 65. The company does have excellent prospects. Its latest AIP boot camps are working very well. It's signing a increasing percentage of contracts with businesses, which is the next leg of growth for Palantir stock. It already has a great position with government entities. It's making great traction there. But the area it was a little bit slow on growing was businesses, and now it's accelerating growth in that segment, which is something I've been looking for from Palantir. It's now doing really well in that segment given those boot camps. It's the best-in-class service. The only reason it hasn't gained more traction with business is because the price is so expensive and businesses were unsure of the value that Palantir provides. But now with the boot camps, businesses can see the value Palantir provides, and now they're more interested in purchasing and paying that high price because they know what they're getting in return. So that's one scenario that's lifting Palantir's valuation, is the higher adoption from businesses, and that's lifting the sentiment for growth because that's the next leg. You have only a limited amount of governments worldwide and government institutions. There is much more businesses worldwide, so that's a much larger opportunity for Palantir. So don't forget to get those 15 free stocks by using my Moomoo link below. Did you know that over 90% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed? It'll really help support my channel if you hit that subscribe button. And oh, by the way, one of the benefits of being subscribed is that I take requests from subscribers more often than I do from non-subscribers. So if you prefer that benefit, please subscribe to the channel.